Alright, YouTube, here we go. Said I was going to post another video on 2006 VW GTI. As you can see, I got the whole panel off. I guess I can walk through this with you guys. Basically, what has to happen is this whole trim piece, this one piece, got to come off, and then it pulls away from the bottom, which is this. It pulls away from this. Once that's done, there is a screw. You let the seat down, and then there's a screw that goes right here that has to come off. It's behind. It's like a little trim piece that covers this whole thing here. A screw sits right there. Now I don't know if I had to take the seat out, but it seemed like it wasn't coming out unless I took the seat out. So I just took the seat out. I'm gonna end up taking the whole thing out. It just makes it easier because I gotta run wires in here and stuff anyway. Of course, somebody already had some wires ran in here already. I'm gonna redo them. You know, I've started running my own things back here too as well. So, but once you do that, it pretty much pops off. And let me tell you, they are on there. So you have to pull. You're gonna have to pull, and of course, this has to come off here. The seat belt glider. I pretty much just kind of pulled it down and kind of tucked it underneath the car there. That way to be out my way. But that has to come off as well to get this whole trim piece off. So you only have really one screw back here. And then after the one screw, you just pretty much pry it off. And I don't think you're gonna break it. I know it's gonna be hard and tough, but it's not gonna break. And then the speaker sits back here. These are rivets in here, so you're gonna have to just drill the rivets out of there, and then replace them with some screws, and then maybe silicone those holes up. So rivet those out, and then the whole thing comes out just like that. And then there's a lot of room back there, guys. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I can stick my whole hand. I have a really big hand, and look how far it goes in there. It's a really big hole. I would not worry about trying to keep this or cutting this housing up to put a speaker in it. I just say get a 6.5 and you know, dynamite the hole or something. I'm not going to dynamite it, but you can if depending on how far you want to go. The reason being I'm not dynamiting is because I have a sealed back speaker that's going in here. So I don't need it because it doesn't need airspace. But yeah, but it's a big hole, and then there you go. Your speaker's out. To take the seat out, there's like a little bracket right here that sits in here like this. That screws down onto that. Once you take that out, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Once you take that out, because there's a cover covering it. But I just kind of took the cover off. So take the cover off, unreveal the screw, put it on, you're good to go. Same thing with this side. You're gonna have to do is lift this up now, and the whole, lift that up right there, and then the whole seat will come out. That way you can get to the other side. Same way, pretty much. You're gonna take this off. You gotta pull it from the sides first, unclip it from the sides here first, and then of course take this out right here. The whole running board has to come out, and then there's a screw. Like I said, see that cover? That cover right there has to come off, and there's a screw sits behind there, and then just yank away. You see the last person who did this? That's how they left it. They didn't even put it back all the way. That's how it was. I noticed it when I went to visit the customer. They didn't even put this back all the way it's supposed to. But that's why we're here to clean up messes, I guess. So so yeah, that's pretty much it right there. And then to add speakers here, I'm gonna run my own wire here. If I can read and maybe get one of these wires here, I will get a pair of these and then just cut it from here and then run my own wire up. If not, I'm just gonna go through there. I know there's like a little boot there, but I'm familiar with the boot, so I know how to get a wire through there. But yeah, so that's how you're gonna have to do it if you're gonna run your own system in here, your own speakers. because there's an amplifier. Just kind of leave all this stuff alone. You know, leave that alone because you don't want to mess with the integrity of the car if you don't have to. Just run your own wires. That way, somebody else can come back behind you and put this back together, man, without trying to figure out what the heck is going on. But yeah, so that is it, really. The whole panel's off, speakers out, plenty of room. You can put any size speaker back there. You can actually cut that thing up, man, and put an 8-inch woofer or something like that in there if you wanted to. If you wanted to, if you didn't want to add subs in here. You can fiberglass that whole thing right there. I would fiberglass the whole thing into a box, and because there's a lot of room behind there, and put like an 8-inch woofer in there, man. One on each side. You should get a pretty good sound out here if you want to do something like that. I might do that to another customer's car now when I get another one of these, in case they don't want to take up their back. But Stitch and Sound signing off. 321-442-4349.